Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Today, I'm just going to be completely blunt with you. I wasn't even planning on seeing this film, but curiosity got the better of me. I kept watching review after review after review. I just had to see this film. I just had to watch it, so when it comes to the Golden Globes, or in general in the future, I can say I watched this film. And I was like, I'd rather get this over and done with. Now I'd like to add, before I even start this review, I'm on the autistic spectrum personally. I was diagnosed with it when I was 6. I didn't learn to properly speak until I was 9. It caused me to struggle to communicate. Stuff like this is hard. I start over my words. So I'd like to add by saying I have a very strong understanding of autism, not just from myself, but from people who I know are autistic, etc., etc. And I wasn't offended by this film. If it was made with malice towards autistic people, I might be offended. But that being said, I don't get offended easily. At the end of the day, this film wasn't made with a malice against autistic people. If anything, it just shows to me how fake a lot of celebrities are, how fake Sia is, and just how tone deaf she is. But before I go into any further details, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're feeling extra generous, just to ding that little bell. And also, scan these barcodes, go to links in the comments, or go to the names directly on the screens to follow my social medias. Music is about a girl, played by Maddie Ziegler, who has low-functioning autism, and when a tragic family event happens, her non-emotionally recovering alcoholic half-sister has to take care of her. However, Kate Hudson's character, Zoo, can hardly take care of herself, so there's no way she can take care of this girl. So their neighbour, played by Leslie Jr., kind of takes it upon himself to help out and show her the roots about how to raise a girl with such low-functioning autism. Whenever I do a review, I like to start with the positives first, go into the negatives next, because some film critics like to mix them together. However, I feel like it's really important to highlight them both equally, because sometimes when you watch a review, if they don't highlight the good, you'll just walk away with the negatives. And I think that's unfair. A film's hard to make, and very few films are 100% bad in all areas. Music might be an exception to that. This film was fucking atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I cannot believe that it was made. I cannot believe how tone deaf everyone is who made this film, was in this film. Oh my god, Sia is so up her own arse. I was reading tweets, her trying to defend the film, and she was like, go watch the film and judge it for yourself. It's actually quite beautiful. Like, you can't say that, Sia. You're the one who wrote and directed it. Let other people decide how they feel about it. This film is the definition of how fake celebrities are, how fake Sia is. Like, I want to remind you all, I mentioned this in one of my videos, this is the film where Sia recruited a company to promote the film that want to sterilise autistic people. I'm sorry, but if she couldn't do her very basic research, it just shows how fake she is. No, I don't hate Sia for it. I don't want to cancel her for it, because at the end of the day, she didn't have any malice. It was an accident. But at the same time, she couldn't have done her research. But still, fake. It's all I can say. Fake. Performances. The gem in this film isn't really much of a gem, but the one thing that's passable. Leslie Jr. is fine. I hope this film doesn't affect his chances with his Oscar chances for One Night in Miami. Because, to be fair, he's the best thing in this shit film. He starred in it. I get it. You want money. Fair enough. You're a good singer, you're a good dancer. Why not? Why not? Kate Hudson plays Music's half-sister, and oh my god, her character's painful to watch. Like, her character's meant to be like that to an extent, but not in the way the film wants it to be. The film wants you to kind of dislike her in a way, but kind of empathise with her, and by the end of the film, like her. Throughout this whole film, I thought she was annoying, plain rude, or just cringy near the end. She is not good. This is clearly a film that thinks its characters are so much more than they are when they are badly written. Music, played by Maddie Ziegler, is some of the most overacting I've seen in a film. This is people... The way Maddie Ziegler acts out this girl with high-functioning autism could be anybody. She doesn't really represent much of an autistic person. Very few autistic people are this level on the spectrum. And if we want to raise representation, one, might you just hire an autistic person? Even though I don't think that a film should have to do that. I do agree that actors are actors. But if you want an If you really wanted the authentic role that you make out you did, why didn't you hire an autistic actor? Second of all, you should have first of all wrote the character's music or directed the character of music to be not like the way Mads Ziegler is. It's not a representation of what autistic people are. Or how about this? Parents just raise their kids to be like good people, so we need to show them shit films about how to treat people. Maddie Ziegler, I haven't got a problem with her. Very talented dancer. She's not the type of person I'd want to be friends with, but she's a good dancer. I respect her. I don't think this is entirely her fault. I'm sure she thought she was doing a good thing with starring in this film. It's mainly Sia that I'm looking at. But she's not good. Overacted, a tone-deaf performance. Yeah, not good. So the character music loves eggs, and she likes them to be made in a particular way. And I'm not going to do it because I don't want to be disrespectful. But the way she asks for eggs is like she's trying to take the piss. I was pissing myself when she says it. It does not feel authentic. It felt tone-deaf. It felt like overacting at its finest. It was bad, so bad. I spent $7.99 on this film. It was so bad. Oh my god. Second of all, the music. For a film called Music, the music is shit. Literally, you remember that film Annie, where it's like this heavily auto-tuned, like high-pitched music made for 9-year-old girls? Like that. Awful. Oh, I would leave a sample of the song in here, but songs in particular are always copyrighted, so I'm not going to bother, but I'll leave some of the links in the comments for you to listen to the songs yourself, if you dare, if you haven't seen the film already. Yeah, not good, annoying. You literally feel like your ears are being attacked. It's like it's like you're being tortured by the military and they're playing this music to you to get answers. Literally, play this along with bloody cats meowing and babies crying. You'll probably get anything out of a terrorist. It is horrific. One of the main aspects of this film, the dance sequences, where a bit like in Precious. I can't believe I'm comparing this to Precious, but like how music goes off into her own daydreams of like how she'd love her life to be, and there through these like very colourful dance routines. I just started laughing thinking about it. They're so bad. Design for a film that's $16 million, it's fine. It's like one colour, but fair enough, I get it. You're on a low budget, and the film's meant to be kind of like, you know, and I suppose you could argue the colours represent that everybody's equal. Personally, I think that's looking into it too much. I just think it's because they needed a colourful background. That's all they could afford. But the dance choreography is awful. Maddie Ziegler has the best dances. That's just because she's the only professional dancer in the film, I believe. But then all the backup dances are horrendous. They're incredibly basic. I could do it. And I don't like dancing. I hate it. I think dancing's for the unsocial, don't know to express themselves. I hate dancing. But even I could do this. It is that bad. I don't want to be up my own arse and be like, oh, anyone could do that. Anyone could literally do this. And maybe you could argue that's the point, because it's meant to be like, oh, come on, get up and have fun and do the same as we are. I wasn't impressed. I don't like musicals that much. I will be the first to admit. I don't hate them. I don't hate any genre of film. But if I had to choose a least favourite, fancy musical probably joint at the bottom. But yeah, they were not good. And the final dance is the funniest one. It's so, oh my god, it's like this boy and Maddie. Oh no, there's this one scene in it with the boy who's just been abused by his dad, and it like kind of like goes off into a daydream and he's there dancing. Oh my god, it's so funny but bad. Oi, oi, oi. Anyway, ladies and gents, when all said and done, Music is a tone deaf fake film that thinks it's more than what it is. It's not good. I'm going to give it this rating because there are a few moments that made me laugh, and Lizzie and Junior is fine. But Music gets a 2 out of 10 from me. It is bad. It is not worth your time or your money. If it turns up on Netflix or Amazon Prime, maybe give it a watch. But apart from that, don't bother. Don't waste your money. I want this to win comedy musical at the Golden Globes because this category is so weak this year. At least that'll be funny. That'd be so funny. Oh my god, please happen. That'd be so funny. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. If you've seen Music, happily rant or happily disagree with me in the comments. I'm all for a broad spectrum of opinions. Tell me what you thought of Music if you've seen it. But until next time, ladies and gents, so long for now.